A mask mandate battle in Missouri is likely heading to court. The state attorney general is suing the mayor of Kansas City over new face covering requirements put in place due to surging COVID cases. Here's what Mayor Quinton Lucas said yesterday.
This for us is not about politics. This is not about power. This is not about control. It is about how can we save lives in Kansas City, in western Missouri, and in our region. And the way we can do that is by listening to health experts.
Mireya Villarreal is in Kansas City following the latest developments on this story and joins us now. So, Mireya, what more can you tell us about this lawsuit and why the Attorney General says that he needed to take action?
Well, the crazy thing, Anne-Marie, is we were sitting down with Mayor Quinton Lucas yesterday afternoon. We were talking to him about the rise in COVID cases here in Kansas City and across the state, and we were focusing really on the impact of children because right now, as we know, children under the age of 12 can't get vaccinations. So a lot of school districts are mandating that masks be worn by students and staff as they go back to school. So here in Kansas City, they re-upped on their mask mandate. They basically put back what they had in place, earlier in the pandemic, and it was with the idea that they were going to help protect a vulnerable group of people here in this community. And really, they were kind of also showing support to St. Louis. And just yesterday morning, St. Louis, there was a judge that struck down their mask mandate, said that they couldn't have it in place. And so we wanted to get Mayor Lucas's reaction to all of that. And as we were sitting down, that is when the Missouri Attorney General tweeted out that he was filing this lawsuit and that he had every intention of trying to get the same thing, banning the mask mandate, to happen here in Kansas City.
So this mask mandate, then, is it supposed to, what do we know about it? Is it supposed to apply to private businesses as well?
Really, it's all indoor spaces. They're following the CDC guidelines. That was the main thing that we heard from Mayor Lucas yesterday was, if you're going to be inside a location, regardless of whether you are vaccinated or not, let's add that layer of protection by putting a mask over you. And really, again, it's about protecting a very vulnerable group of people here in the community, which in his case, he was referring to children. Yesterday we spoke with a pediatrician here locally that says that the local hospital that is treating children, last week they had over 269 kids test positive for the virus. On top of that, they're seeing large numbers of kids coming in with RSV. So really for him, this is about making sure that they protect people and try and slow down the spread and also the death count as well.
I think that's really interesting, and it's a good point that you're making about how vulnerable children are. Like, the virus is everywhere. It's like water. It's going to sort of pursue the path of least resistance, if you will. And if children do not have access to the vaccine because they're too young, then that's where the virus is going to show up. And in some cases, it's going to be mild, nothing. And then in other cases, they may find themselves in the hospital. You've been doing some really, great coverage there in Missouri. I'm curious about the healthcare workers that you have spoken to who have been weathering this COVID pandemic storm now for, over a year and a half. I'm pretty sure at the 1-year mark, they were probably exhausted, and they just have to keep going.
I'm really glad that you brought that up because, I've had two really good guides here in Missouri take me throughout the state. We started Lake of the Ozarks, then we ended up in Springfield yesterday, then we made our way to Kansas City today. And really it was with the idea that we wanted to understand truly what was happening in the state because we believe this is kind of a mirror of what we were seeing in the Midwest. The idea that there is really this polarizing feel to getting the vaccine. People don't even want to admit, did I get it or did I not? And what we are hearing from healthcare workers is as that polarization, as the politicizing of vaccination has increased, so has kind of this mistrust of healthcare workers now as well. And they are feeling it every day. One nurse told her boss out of a Springfield hospital that someone spit on her and said that she was the reason why misinformation was out there. So for healthcare workers, this is their 4th surge here in Missouri. I think there was this sense of relief that came early in the summer that maybe we were turning a corner, but to see the Delta strain come in and really hammer people and take on a new form here in this community, it is demoralizing really for these healthcare workers, and it's very frustrating. And what we are seeing is a lot of these healthcare systems say, we're not sure we can go through this again. People are leaving the industry, leaving the healthcare industry because they can't take it anymore. So I think we're going to see them hold on for dear life, literally and metaphorically, as they power through another surge.
Yeah, it is tough. Mireya, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.